Hello, everyone. This is a special edition of my Give Me Five series. This is not one of the scriptures that I kind of told you ahead of time that I wanted to do. This is just a bonus, especially in this climate that we're in. There's so many people not just infected with this coronavirus, but being affected by that. And I just wanted to touch and agree with you to know that things are going to be okay. At the end of the story, we win. And just hold tight to your faith. Hold tight that knowing that even in this craziness, in this chaos, there still could be calm to your soul, to your spirit. Knowing those key things that can help you gain some hope, gain some encouragement, gain a sense of routine, a sense of schedule, those things that can give you security. You know what I mean? But before I do that, I do want to make note of a few of the lovelies of ours, of our, of our circle of women in the mirror, have been affected and infected. One of them lives in New York City, actually a neighbor of my family, and it's her husband, and her daughter were all tested positive for this. So that's pretty serious when it comes to ages and everything, as we've already heard on the news. So in those times that you think of other people and you feel like it's so far away, know that someone in our relatively close circle that follow Women in the Mirror is struggling right now, and we want to just impart hope, life, and positivity whenever we think of someone, and especially someone in our own circle, right? I have a few other people that I know in New York City that are family members that are actually going through it, like literally have tested positive with this situation. So we want to keep all of them in prayer, keep them uplifted, and whether it's a note that you're sending or if you just have a positive thought, just think of them, and that makes all the difference, okay? And in the midst of that, those are those that are infected, right? But those that are affected, when your schedule is shifted, when things are going on that you weren't really ready for, you plan for a vacation, you pack your clothes, you do your stuff. When you're doing things, you kind of set in motion what's supposed to happen before the actual thing happens. But what happens when you're not prepared? What happens when you're not set in motion? What happens when things come and it feels like a whirlwind of newness? When you have children that are no longer in school, and here in Massachusetts, they're not going to school till May. You have, a spouse that's home, or a spouse that can't work because of the situation that's at hand, and they're not one of those people that are always working because of what, the bans and different things that are put in place. What happens? I was talking to my mom today, and I'm like, man, I don't know what it is, but there are people that are really affected by this, and I can't say, girl, what's your problem? Why are you affected? I'm doing well. I can't say that because I don't know their plight. I don't know what's going on in their home. I don't know what's going on in their mind. I don't know how this is affecting them. But what I do know is I know the source. I know the source above all sources that can bring stillness in a time of chaos, that can give you the uplift that you need in the time of sorrow. And so I wanted to give you Psalm 94:19. And Psalm 94:19 reads, "When I said my foot was slipping, your unfailing love, Lord, supported me. When anxiety was great within me, your consolation brought me joy." And I love that this verse doesn't say when anxiety is great within me. It says when anxiety was great. And I want you to take that and hold tight to it, because it too shall pass. Hearing these words, knowing when the anxiety is there, when it feels like everything is just caving in, where it feels like so boxed in that you can't even breathe, know that you can be still in the chaos. Know that there is nothing too hard for God. This is big, but God is bigger, okay? Stay encouraged and know that this verse right here tells you right here, when anxiety was great. Don't speak of it as it is right now. Oh Lord, I can't even do this. You don't understand. I can't wait for this to be over. And just talking about it in a negative connotation, bringing down your energy, bringing down your morale, being one of those people that nobody want to be stuck up in a room with because you crazy. You feeling so anxiety driven and so anxiety stricken. Think about these words. The word says was filled with anxiety. What did he do? He brought great consolation and therefore joy. I wanted to quickly read the Message version of this because I'm already hitting my 5 minutes, and I wanted to take 5 minutes of your time. It says, "Who stood up for me against the wicked? Who took my side against the evil? If God hadn't been there for me, I would have never made it. The minute I said I was slipping, I was falling, your love took hold and held me fast. When I was upset and beside myself, you calmed me down and cheered me up." And so that's what I want for you today. I want you to calm down and cheer up. It might be just words, but I want you to do it. I want you to take a moment and do that. And so in that calm down, that means peace. Okay, that means stillness. And you can be busy with everything going around, around you, but there could be a stillness to your spirit that no one can shake. And that's what I want for you. If you have a pen, write some of these down because I'm going to end really soon. Psalm 37:7 says, "Be still in the presence of the Lord." Ecclesiastes 3:7 says, "Time to speak and a time to be still." Exodus 14:4 says, "The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." Psalm 62:5 tells me, "Wait in silence, for my hope is coming from him." Job 6:24 tells me, "I will be silent." Psalm 131:2 says, "I have calmed and quieted my soul." 1 Thessalonians 4:11 say, "Aspire to live quietly. Mind your business." Don't worry about everything going around. Doesn't mean that you don't watch the news. It doesn't mean that you don't care about what's going on. It doesn't mean that you're actually acting as if it's not happening, so you're not going to tune in. I want you to tune in. Be wise. You know what I mean? Have faith, but don't be foolish. I get that. But this 1 Thessalonians 4:11 really says, "Aspire to live quietly and mind your business." Listen, worry about your home, worry about those that are around you, and then worry, kind of fold it out a little bit. But don't take on the worries that you have on the TV, coming in your home all day. Like, watching all those things, that is your house. You know what I'm saying? Like, try your best to prune out what is in there. When you feel like that TV's been on with that CNN and that report and then Trump this and all that, when you feel like, oh my God, that's a bit much, time to turn it off, zap that out, and cause some stillness into your home. You make your atmosphere in the midst of your environment. That's what I urge you to do. I want you to realize that this is just going to pass. I'm not saying it's going to happen quickly. I'm not saying I know what it's going to look like at the end. What I am saying is, in the midst of this, I'm not going to waste my time and worry. I'm not going to waste my time wondering where my money is going to come from. I'm not going to waste my time wondering what's going to happen next. Oh Lord, I can't see my friends. I have no socialization. No, do not waste your time in the negative. Find ways. Be creative. This is a time for us to be creative, whether it's pulling into the parking lot of your friend's house and you guys just talking FaceTime, or she's talking from her porch and you're in your car. Whatever you have to do to give what you need. Personally, I'm cool with being by myself and using these videos to touch you, but I do like to communicate, and so an occasional FaceTime, an occasional phone call, whatever you need to tap into. But remember, you need only to be still in this moment, not just still in your movements and doing and shaking, but still in your soul, because that is the energy that you're seeping out. That's the energy that people in your house are going to get. That's the energy that people in your workplace are going to get. Be very, very cognizant of what you're letting in, because that is going to leak out. And so in this moment of chaos, call the calm. Okay. And my very first verse that I loved so much is "Be still and know that I am God." This is my Be Still journal. Can you see it? Oh, there you go. "Be still and know that I am God." That is my favorite verse. This came from one of my lovelies. She gave this to me. She gifted it to me, and I absolutely love it. But with that said, speak those, affirmations to yourself. But remember Psalm 94:19. When I was anxiety stricken, start speaking that bad boy to the past. Okay, keep your hopes up, keep your emotions up, and if you can't, it's okay. Find someone that can help you. Find someone that speaks up when you feeling down. Find someone to cheer you up. I'm here. I'm proud of you for checking in, And I look forward to hearing more and seeing more. Talk to you guys soon. Remember, be still and know, and mind your business too. Peace.